Hey guys, back here again working on my bike, and today I'm going to show you how to install new grips on your motorcycle. So you got new grips for your bike, whether it's because your old ones are worn out, not comfortable, or you just like the look of some new ones. Either way, this is all the same. First thing you're going to want to do is remove the grips from your existing handlebars. Now, I have new bars, so I'm not taking any off of these, but the two easiest ways to do this is either using compressed air, trying to get it underneath and blowing them off, or if you're not worried about reusing the grips or keeping them, the easiest way is to take a razor blade and just make a slit down the center and peel them right off. After that, you want to make sure everything's cleaned up and you got a nice surface to work with. So then for the new grips, very important thing to notice is although these grips look the same on the outside, they're actually different diameters on the inside. And the reason is on your throttle side, you have the throttle tube. Now, the type of tube will depend on whether you got cable like this bike or drive-by-wire, but the idea is the same. You've got this part that's sliding over top of your handlebar, a little bit thicker than the one without, and that's why this one that's a little bigger goes on there. So there's a number of different ways that you can use to put new grips on your bike, and it really depends on how you like to do it, what you have on hand, and what tools you have available to you. The principle of any of these methods is pretty much the same. You want something that's going to help lubricate or make it easy to slide these on, and something that's going to stick or allow the grip to stick to the handlebar afterwards so it's not all sliding around. So some methods I've used in the past are you can use rubbing alcohol. If you put a little rubbing alcohol in here, you'll be able to wiggle it on, slide it on, and then if you give it a little bit, the alcohol will dry and you'll just have rubber on rubber contact. Perfect. Another one you could use is hairspray. I've used that in the past. Same thing, you spray it on, it'll lubricate it for a little while when it slides on, and then it actually dries tacky and will grip more than the rubber will. There's also specialized glues you can buy just for handlebar grips. That's the way you want to go. Fine, I think it's a little unnecessary. Another way you could do it is you could just use compressed air. Same way I mentioned taking it off, you kind of just stick air in it, and as it kind of slightly inflates the grip, you can wiggle it on, and then when you take the air out, the rubber will stick itself right to there. Now the benefit of that is there is nothing else underneath your grips, no glue or anything you have to worry about, nothing sticking it on there. The other benefit is you don't have to wait for it to dry. Any of the other methods, you're going to want to leave it for a little while to dry. You don't want to get on and start riding because you'll start twisting and you might either get into an accident or at the very least twist your grips so they look funny. Today I'm going to be using the compressed air method to get these grips on, and there's two attachments you could use for this. You can use one like this that has the rubber tip, which is real nice because you can kind of get a nice seal. However, sometimes I find it hard to get around the switch body when you get up near closer, so I actually really like to use this one. Now, this one just has a small thing, and I don't know if you could see, but I wrapped it with electrical tapes to avoid marring anything up while I install these grips. Also, right before installing these grips, pay attention if you have any front or back to them, because once you get these on, they shouldn't be spinning, so it's kind of hard to spin them. So, do your best to line it up before sticking them on. But now for the compressed air method, all we're going to do is we're going to stick this on here, get it going a little bit so far, making sure we have the right grip. Start working it on, and then peel it back just a little bit to get the air hose under it. So these grips actually have a hole in the back, which is actually letting some of the air escape, so I'm putting my thumb over it to actually allow it to inflate a little bit. And that's it. Not too bad. So on the throttle side, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use the alcohol method. Also because sometimes I run into issues with the throttle tube allowing the air to kind of go back in through, and you know, it doesn't really blow up the grip like it should. It makes it a little difficult. So you can do it with the compressed air method, but since I've had some problems in the past with that, we're gonna go with the isopropyl alcohol. So you just want to get it over the shaft here, and you do want to work kind of quick because this stuff does dry quick. You want to pour a little in the grip, kind of get it around in there. And start working it on there little by little. Make sure you're not twisted or anything. That's it. It's as simple as that. This is on, so now because we used the alcohol method on this one, we're going to want to let this dry. You don't want to go take it for a spin right away because, you know, might twist on you, especially on the throttle side, so it's best just to leave it. So maybe you want to do this at the end of the day, come back the next day before riding it again, or, you know, give it at least an hour or so. So that's it. That's all it takes to get new grips on your bars. This is pretty much universal for most bikes, some little variations here and there, but this is pretty much it. It's not a big project, pretty easy. It took me maybe 10-15 minutes, including getting everything set up, and that's it. So hope this helped you guys out. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and hope this helped you out. Have a good one.